Hey guys, what's up? It's Dennis from Dennis World of Bodybuilding. I wish you a great Sunday. And today I want to talk about a very special topic, Arnold Schwarzenegger's first cycle ever. And the information is, I think, the closest information you can get, possibly. And both things are interesting. First, at which age he started, and then the second information, how much, of course. I mean, that's also very interesting for us. So how do I have this information? How do I know this? I want to give credit to my source, and my source is the channel Golden Era Bookworm, who did a video with Kurt Marnell. That's Arnold's first trainer ever. Like you can Google his name and then you'll find articles from Austria. I mean, obviously I'm a native German speaker, so I can read through them and whatever. But it is definitely Arnold's first trainer ever. And then Golden Apple Bookworm asks him not only his training split and this and that, but also his first cycle and when it was. And it's very interesting. And I have this picture is like it's two in one. I think this is a good picture. You see a lot of other pictures where they say this is from that and that age, but sometimes it kind of doesn't make sense. But here he is with 60 and here he is with 18. That's both in the time when he was trained by Kurt Marnell and he was in Graz before he left to Munich. And he was with Kurt Marnell from 1961 through until 1967. And now here comes the information. Apparently, I mean, I didn't see Arnold back then, you know. Obviously, they didn't tape it on video, you know, like they didn't tape it on video, so we can only guess basically. But I think, like I told you, like this is the closest information you can get, and I kind of believe him. And it was actually, now listen to this, Arnold was 15 years old, but it makes sense because he started to compete very early. And look, like he was like this at 16 years of age, and his goal, like he had big goals already. So he started off directly, and this is what happened. So he started off when he was 15 years old. And not only that, we also have his cycle, and I give you other information as well as was he on all the year or was it only for a few months out of the year? And the thing is, he took 3 tablets of Dianabol every day, and that's 3 times 10 milligram. So 30 milligram of Dianabol every day, and 1 shot of decadurabolin. I mean, the trainer always said durabolin, but of course it's decadurabolin. 1 shot of decadurabolin, which was 100 milligram each week. So 1 shot a week and 3 Dianabol each day. Each was 10 milligrams. So that was Arnold's first cycle ever when he was 15 years of age. Apparently, of course. I always will say apparently, whatever. I mean, I should have just say a disclaimer. I mean, we don't know it for sure, but I kind of believe him. I think, like I told you, this is the closest source we can basically get, especially in retro perspective. And his trainer is still alive, and he remembers that. And for him, probably Arnold was the biggest thing in his life, like just from a fame standpoint, you know, from popularity standpoint. And now the other information is, was he on all the year? No, he wasn't on all year. Basically, the thing is that back then, as you know, it's known in the golden era that they grew into the contest, and sometimes in off season they got pretty slim, like softer, and then much less muscle mass. You know, this is nothing new. I'm telling you. And he told us, he told Golden Era Bookworm that Arnold took steroids back then. I mean, I don't know it later yet. Pre-contest only. He took it, and that's what always Arnold always said. Like he took it pre-contest, 3 months out of the show. He started his prep for the show, and that's also when he started the cycle. And they did such a thing like 2 times a year. So basically, he was on for 6 months a year, and 6 months out of the year he was off, like after the contest, and then when he prepped for the show, he started to cycle again. and he still likes to cycle. I'm talking about bicycling, you know, but that's just a bad joke. So basically, he was 15 years of age when he did his first cycle. He took 100 milligram of decaduraboline each week as an injection, and for tablets, Dianabol 3 times 10 milligram each day. And his cycles were like 3 months long, always before the competition, which was like 2 times a year he did these cycles. And that's the information. So I think this is a very, very interesting video. There have been a lot of speculation, but this only fits, like this really fits into the thing we heard from the golden era bodybuilders in every perspective. Yeah, and also like Dianabol was very, very popular back then. Okay, Dianabol was really popular back then. It was I don't know how it is today. I would have to interview a guy from the current era or a guy who is retired already to talk about this type of stuff. But Dianabol was really, really popular. So this makes a lot of sense, and I'm really believing Kurt Marnold with this. Subscribe to my channel, guys. If you haven't seen it yet, I did a video with 80s bodybuilder from the golden era. He competed in every decade from the 70s on, I think, until now, but his peak was in the 80s, and he has some funny stories, especially if you have a German background, Austrian or something, then you can relate to some of the bodybuilders mentioned in the video. Even if not, it's an interesting video. You should check it out on my channel. I will link it at the end of the video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to hear, if you want to see more videos. And always, as always, write your topic of choice into the comment description. I always read the comments. And have a nice Sunday. I wish you all the best. Bye bye.